Hi, I'm Nick from This Video Works. I wanted to talk about conversational search and how you approach SEO to take advantage of that and why it's really important that you should do. Conversational search is just one of the terms to explain AI-driven search, and we're starting to see it across all the major search engines, but particularly within Google and SearchGPT. The term really explains how you're able to convey to Google and the other search engines what you're looking for in much more detail and how they're able to provide a much more detailed response, and one that takes into account your search history, your location, and the intent behind the query that they perceive is there. And they're very good at it. The whole process revolves around how a company puts information on their website and on their social media in a way that Google and the other search engines can read it. What they're looking to do is to connect you, as long as you put the right code in, to those queries that are being asked online. So if somebody, and it used to be a question of adding the right keywords in, we were finding that a certain word would be used predominantly in search, and we wanted to make sure that featured throughout a website and in any dialogue that we had. But search has moved on a long way from that. We're able to understand much more detailed queries about what someone is looking for. And what they're looking to do is to connect an answer to that query. It's very easy for us to find the queries that are being searched for. We can do that through a process called search listening. But we're able to look and find the queries that are being put into Google and the other search engines that should find your business. And if we can answer those through search optimization, we can give you a really good chance of being connected to your audience. Conversation is called conversational search, or it's one of the terms used to describe it, because it works in natural language, and it's a way to have a conversation with the search bot. But it's also a way for much more content that's written to be conversational, and video gives us a huge advantage in that. We're not looking so much for keywords that are going to work much better in search. The search engines are looking very much to understand the intent behind a query, and that's enabling people to put in much more detailed searches that are going to be understood, and they're going to elicit the best possible responses. And as people get more and more used to putting in more detailed search queries and getting the response they want, and also then to be able to refine that with the search engine should they wish to. They can do it through voice, or they can do it by typing on the keyboard. They're able to get a much more engaged service from the search engines in finding what they're looking for. And the only way that's going to happen for any business is by submitting the code as part of what you do to Google and the other search engines to make sure they understand that you do answer those queries. We can take it further in video because we can talk about those queries and we can give the answers to them. And that is submitted as code to Google. The code is called schema. It's a form of structured data that Google, Yandex, Bing, and Yahoo wrote quite a few years ago to categorize everything on the web. And it's been expanded into various sectors, from product listings to obviously where you're located. There's so much information you can put out there. But the most important thing is to be able to answer the queries that people are asking Google that should find you, because you can provide the best answer to that query. And by adding optimization for conversational search, you stand a very good chance of getting found in that way. And what you want to be able to do is to get to the top of Google and the other search engines so that you're one of the very few articles that are submitted as authoritative at the top of a search that Google in particular shows as sources for the information they've received. Now, they take that information from what we've always called rich snippets. Rich snippets is a form of structured data that encompasses the language schema. And we provide that as part of what we do, and we do the research to make sure that we know the searches that should find you and how to respond to those to make sure that you are found. And that's really major part of what we do. And in terms of conversational search, whether you do it for us or somebody else, it's absolutely vital. You need to give as much information as possible to the search engines as you can, ensures that they understand what you do, who you are, where you are, and how that answers their customers, you and I, searching for answers. Hope that helps. If I can give you more information on that, or if you'd like to have a chat, please let me know. Thank you.